You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village. Almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
Yeah.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts.
Huh? Are
Looks like none of you have realized. Sino.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words.
It is simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is interesting.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts. Simply put, if you want to raise
The Academia?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often comes in. I remember seeing
You're saying that the Academia... But what's the point in doing...
the Akasha is capable of The Akasha's algorithm.
It predicted my...
The Academia has...
So that's how it is. Tenacity of Sino, don't take it to...
They escaped...
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements...
Whoa, you bet.
There is always an
Oh, so that... If the Academia is... Yep, that's...
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! Please, wait! I want to go... I want to find Grandpa...
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like... So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert. But I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like...
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an academia. Looks like there were more than... Let's split up and search...
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked along...
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which...
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is!
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia! Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? What?
Well, look who's...
This complicated...
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the... Dia, you'd be better...
I'm not the type...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King...
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live...
It's not too late yet. The village keep...
You don't understand, my dear lady.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. With these scholars in our custody...
Ridiculous. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also...
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of filthy traitors?
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So...
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you and...
Well, that would be bad luck. However, I'd get the...
Think you can talk?
I'm not trying to persuade you.
You are the scribe.
Not all desert dwellers believe it.
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word.
We've known each other for...
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a
An arm from the flame maid. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. The mercs don't...
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off you... You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon.
Phew. I was really counting on...
Dia! That was...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry, but sometimes...
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal if it came down to it. You would not...
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is... Even if we got rid of one bunch...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday.
Fine.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Grandpa! Paimon.
This day's going just great.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with Dendro. Just like you said. The Dendro Archon. The present.
Grandpa? Grandpa!
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belonged... It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our
He's not actually gonna go in there.
As it happens.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't...
Indeed. New discoveries are always worth investigating.
Raman, what are you gonna do?
I'll just let them lay here.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman,
Huh?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your...
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then...
Let's spark things up.
Hey! Let it rain. escapes my... As a dutiful maid would. Yeah!
You're in for a little shock.
You dig. Benny's adventure team!